This is Getting Legless. It's the story of us getting our narrowboat, which we called Legless, after a friend of ours who had one leg, who unfortunately died a year or so before Legless came to be. Anyway, we thought we'd tell you how it all worked and what we did to get to this point. We're Matt and Mel. We run a company called Hangover Hill based in Wimborne, Dorset, a company that bases itself around original music. It has a recording studio, we do events, and Matt does gigs as well as a comedian and pianist around the country. Up until last year, we lived in a large 5-bedroom house overlooking North Dorset's incredible countryside. We'd been there for about 8 years while our kids grew up and got places of their own, which was when we realised that we weren't using 90% of the house for just us two and our 2 border collies, Tufty and Kira. At that point, we were spending about £3,000 a month in rent, electric, water, council tax, food and living day to day. We decided we wanted to own a place that suited us better. Our initial plan was to build our own house somewhere near Salisbury, and we'd started to look around for suitable plots of land to make that happen. But before we got to start all that, we went up to the Kennet and Avon Canal to see a friend of ours who lives on a narrowboat, Hawkeye. On the way back, we simultaneously thought to ourselves, we could do that instead. And we made inquiries into what was involved with designing and commissioning a boat for ourselves. Our friend Hawkeye gave us the number of the boat builder he used, John Bird from 3B's Boat Builders in Tamworth. And we popped up north to meet him and go over what we needed. We'd drawn up a basic layout based on advice from many friends who already had narrowboats. And John was off, ordering the steel and setting it all out. When we could, we went up to see the progress, and towards the final stages did a few small jobs like blacking the bottom, while Hawkeye painted the outside with zinc paint. In the week before putting the boat into the water, Matt made some steps for us to be able to climb in and out, and a gangplank so we could actually get on and off. Finally, on the 19th of August 2025, we organised the craning in of Legless into the canal at Hilperton Marina, and we were off. Were with us every step of the way on that maiden voyage, which took us from Hilperton via the boatyard next door to get fuel, a barge pole and a few bits and bobs, through a few locks and swing bridges to Seamed, Melksham, where we moored not far from Foxhangers Marina. At this point, Legless is basically a steel tube with ballast and loose floorboards, so we spent the next 2 weeks adding a bed, a loo, clothes rails and various things we need to live by, as we slowly do up the interior as we go along. When you're on a canal, the normal behaviour is to moor up and move on every 2 weeks. And so the week before our first move, our good friend Dave Allen helped us with electrics and plumbing to get water and electricity running through the boat, ready for the various things we need to use. 2nd of September 2025. We're moving today. Hester and Hawkeye are moored next to us, so we'll be with them heading up towards Devizes to look for a new mooring.
First little cruise this morning. I'm wetting myself, frankly.
Is it the 2nd of September?
It is the 2nd of September.
2025.
Just leaving Martinsdale, heading to Devizes.
We've got to go up this
Sails green.
We've got to go down first, turn around and come back down. So we're going to go past Foxhangers Marine. That's all going in front of us. Haven't we?
Yep, 2 weeks. It's gone quickly. Haven't had as much time on the boat as we'd like, but we'll get there.
We've done so much on the inside since we've been here. It's now sort of livable. Okay, he's turning.
Mel wanted to learn about using the locks, and so she walked the canal while Hawkeye and Matt steered into and out of the locks. When we got to the base of the cane locks, a series of 20 or so locks in quick succession, we found that we couldn't find a mooring, so we turned around and headed back the way we came to moor at the nearest place we found. Mel definitely learned all about locks that day. Matt's turn to do that next time, while Mel gets to grip with the driving. But that's for next episode. Hope to see you then.